Yo, hey, what's up guys? In today's video we're gonna tackle the new event dungeon with only epics and also a second team that has a rare in it, and also the requirements go lower because we do have a rare in it. So what is my aim in this video? I'm trying to get you a team that can do stage 30 on the event dungeon while being not so juicy on your stats, and everything must be super crazy on the end. We're just gonna take a slower attempt on the boss where we not go for speed run, but we want to try to make it like super clear and stuff, and everything is just not so much on your stats and stuff. For example, we're gonna take a look at my seer. She is a 6-star at the moment and she has 233 speed, also 270 crit damage. Not the highest in the world, yes, I know that, but also she is a 6-star. I get that one. That's why I created a second version of it where you actually can go lower on speeds. That makes you have more freedom to use your crit damage, go higher up if you want to, and also maybe put some accuracy on it. You can imagine for yourself, if I would have accuracy on my seer right now, then we would be in a better position because we can strip the stupid block damage all the time. So what is the team about? We're gonna use Deacon. He's gonna be our booster, our speed lead, and also our decreased defense. And also I thought to myself, like, having one decreased defense isn't the best in the world because we have like weak affinities and stuff, maybe 3% and so on. So we're gonna put the decreased defense out there. And also we have Ugo. He's like perfect for this dungeon, like bringing the block buffs and also another layer of decreased defense that helps a ton. So we don't have like many times where actually one of those champions do not have the decreased defense. And it is kind of important. We do have Doom Priest in here, giving us another buff in here. And also Archmage Helmet in a shield set that gives us a couple of buffs more. But keep in mind that Seer is in a stone skin, so she cannot get her turn meter decreased, and that makes everything kind of possible to go low speeds. On the end, you probably on the second team you can go like 200, maybe 190 speed or something. That wouldn't be the biggest problem in the world, and then we're gonna blow up. That is basically it. And from this point now we're just gonna put it on auto because we do have kind of a lot of layers of safety right now. We do have our Ugo, he's gonna heal us. We do have our what's his name? Mage. I always type Mage in Mausoleum Mage. He also has a heal. He also has a couple of buffs that makes us to not get the most damage in the world. But also Doom Priest is in here. Every time we get stunned, there's a possibility that your champions will just be cleansed and it's all good. And also when the Berserk hits a champion, there will be always the Doom Priest coming in, cleansing it off. So even that, you don't get more damage out of it. So we are basically really safe. We have a couple of healers like Doom Priest is every time healing us when he takes a turn, and we're just taking it slowly. Of course on the end, I get you, maybe you think, oh, this is a little bit too slow, but it's just a base concept about it. Obviously you can use other champions in here that do the job better, but I'm just trying to prove a point that this dungeon can be done with not the highest requirements in the world, and also kind of a really good strategy behind it, because without strategy nothing would work on the end. And at this moment we're basically just doing it slowly. Seer does the most damage, but also a couple of champions in here have War Master, so just tickling him down really nice. And it's no, usually it's about 4 minutes. Not the fastest in the world, but like I said, we're trying to get the most consistency in here while also being safe, that nothing can go wrong. And even a kind of mid-game player that has kind of decent gear already could do this dungeon without having so much problems. And later on, if we even put the rare in here, it's even easier and it's kind of amazing. On the beginning I thought the dungeon will be super hard, like no ways here, there, but it turned out for me Seer is just the best thing. There are strategies where you just let the ads survive and stuff. I don't personally like them too much. Too many things could go wrong, but they're also decent. It's not like they're trash. Usually they are faster on time, but they have like a fail rate. And I'm trying to get a slower time while we're doing like really consistent run on the end. And hear me out, guys. I kind of don't like this boss too much. When the ads are up, the boss is super complicated, super many mechanics, everything is kind of super hard. But if you kill the ads, he becomes such a easy boss on the end. It is kind of ridiculous and I don't like it too much. Kind of why? Just make every phase of it kind of interesting, but this one right here is super easy. You just heal a little bit over here. He's just attacking you sometimes. Sometimes he does a little bit more damage about his lightning cage when he actually gets enough buffs, like when we use enough buffs, turn meter increase and stuff, then that's the most threat about it. I kind of try to turn off the buffs and stuff what we have in here to not make the lightning cage trigger at all. But to be honest, the run was longer and stuff, and it's not so much damage more on the end that you really are crying about it and stuff. So the boss by himself is really easy, but with ads it's kind of really complicated and you need a lot of stuff. And I really like that one. It's just full epic and super nice control. Everything goes really well. Takes a longer time than usually, I get that one, but some people are really interested to just have another team that is actually doing something for you without to break all your account. Maybe this team on the end is just for you a team that you will use because you already used your Lydias and all that in other areas in the game, so you might think like, ah, that's a cool one, so we can actually kind of do it. And yes, full epic, nice, but let me show you the other version. And in this version we got Apothecary. Yes, he's coming back. He brings really a ton in here. What does change if you bring an Apothecary? You're basically doing the seer damage and War Masters to get the boss down. I got my Apothecary in a poison set, just saying. But if you bring an Apothecary, you got increased speed and also you get a turn meter boost. That makes your seer go... Yeah, the requirements on speed go way down because you just boost her, and she does have stone skin, so on the end it could be possible, like just could be, that you have 180 speed and she takes still her turn, and that's how you get your accuracy, your crit damage on her really easy. And that's why I do like this one. We're gonna jump straight into it, and there's even kind of less of a risk because Apothecary is such a great healer. Like, the boss is only doing single target attacks and we have basically 3 healers in here, and if someone is really destroyed on the HP and stuff, just Apothecary has a 2-turn cooldown, heals him up, and everything is really cool. And exactly the same before, we blow up those ads really nicely, and then we're just taking it slow, taking down the boss. Of course, if you have better champions, this is just a meme team kind of, like, not really, it has its use, you could use it, but obviously you usually don't think about apothecaries and stuff. If you have something else that I don't know and out of my head right now that basically gives you a buff and keeps you alive or something, then that champion can obviously go in here. Maybe it's more buffs than Apothecary does, like 2 buffs, then your requirements on crit damage go lower. So you have many options on the end to actually do it. That's kind of what I like, that's really cool. And again, I have to thank my buddy Yannick that he came up and literally came around and said like, stone skin could be a really nice thing on our seer right now. And it turned out, yes it is. Like, you can build a team like this right now, like where they're just epics and a rare and doing the job, because basically Stone Skin Seer can go really slow, can have a lot of crit damage because of it, and all that. And I don't know if we should go the whole way about this team. I think you got the message. This, I think, will be a little bit slower on the end. Usually when I go full auto it's 4 minutes, and this one is 4 to 5 minutes, so yeah, I think, yeah, you get the point. This team is working. It's just super slow, obviously, but it will not fail. Of course, maybe on the beginning you don't get a decreased defense out and one of those ads isn't killed, but that's why we have 2 times decreased defense. And yeah, okay, that is the only kind of fail factor I can see that is coming in, but it is kind of nice if you can just use your epics. I'm gonna quickly show you the presets. First, the first one with the Doom Priest. That's the Deacon, that's the Ugo, that's the Seer, Mausoleum Mage, and the Doom Priest. The Doom Priest is a little bit faster because you will cleanse your stuns on the end, so it makes you have more turns, and obviously you can do more damage if you don't get the stun. But sometimes kind of random, the boss does 2 debuffs, so it kind of depends which one gets cleansed, but obviously you have more chances to do the damage. And that will be the other team. Deacon the same, Ugo the same, Seer is the same. Like I said, you can go lower speeds, no problem in this one, because another turn meter boost, increase speed, so you should be fine. Like maybe 170 speed would be okay. Okay, maybe I'm going crazy right now, but you kind of get the thrill. Like maybe you just want to try it out. And obviously we're gonna show you the stats and stuff, what I have on those champions. So the Ugo is a +4, I get it, like that's not really not necessary, like it's just easier for me to get the accuracy and stuff, but you wanna be faster as the boss. Okay, 269, usually goes 270 plus, but still we get the aura lead on the speed, and also we get a turn meter boost about Deacon, so it's not really so maybe 260 would be totally fine on the end, okay, if you just manage to get the other champions in tune that they go after and stuff. And yeah, there are no area bonuses in here. Masteries are like this. Yeah, War Master just to do a little bit more damage, and of course all perception gear, nothing too fancy. Mausoleo Mage, but he has a shield set, and also gave him a immortal set right now because I was testing him in other kind of teams where we need a big shield on the beginning and then we don't die at the beginning. Kind of I went just for the gear what I had right now instead of just going kind of lower HP and stuff, but he kind of looks juicy on the HP. It's not the worst in the world, not the best. 3000 defense, kind of, that was aimed just for another team, but usually you don't have to go there as crazy, you just want your shield to be up. Also, we do have no accuracy and stuff, and the speed is 257, so he will also take a turn before the boss because of speed lead and turn meter boost and stuff. Also, our Deacon is 279, that's a little bit faster than they are, but it doesn't hurt you at all. If you go 300 would be okay too. Like if you go 270, it's okay if the other champions are not in front of him and stuff. And 255 is the accuracy. He is in a full perception gear, so he can do the thingy while being fast enough. And now let's talk about the Seer. Like, I know she is 6-star and that takes a lot of things away, but even if you are 3-star and you have crushing rend, then you should be okay if you just go a little bit more crit damage or something on your team, not on your team, on your Seer, to actually do the job. I have a lethal and a stone skin combination right now, but I saw it in Yannick's team that you actually don't need like lethal if you have like, let's say 310 crit damage right now. And also, like, let's imagine you have 190 speed and 300 crit damage with a 3-star Seer and no lethal gear. That should be totally fine for you too. You get enough of buffs, and maybe you get also a little bit more accuracy on here if you can, like that would be super appreciated. We have a crushing rend, but like I said, a 3-star probably is nice too. And also it is a little bit more easy on Seers to generally get more crit damage because you can use this crit damage right here. And usually not many, like let's say a Teox. I got one, but I wouldn't put crit damage on him. I would use Helm Smasher, and that's why you can get on crit damage really easy, like on her. And also, yeah, the speed are really low, so on the end. But it's only like you can go lower speeds with the Apothecary version, or maybe you find another champion that perfectly fits in here, does like a turn meter boost, increased speed, something like that. I don't have one in my head right now, but you know what I mean. Yes, the stats are like this. He is not... I just put poison set on him and tried to get the speed, and that was it. Like 272, so he goes before like the Seer and stuff, gets his turn, and the rest doesn't matter, kind of. Like, yeah, he has some HP and stuff, but he is useful for his heal. That is like really nice, and his increased speed. Did I show you the masteries? No, I didn't. I put War Master on him. Sometimes he does a A1, and it's more likely that he gets the War Master proc out of this instead of Giant Slayer. But if he would spam the whole day A1, I would go Giant Slayer, but I don't recommend it. And also I put like turn meter increase when a buff goes out in here. So he just takes more turn, boosts you more, and you get your block buffs from your Ugo faster and stuff. Yeah, stuff like that. And also the Doom Priest. The Doom Priest is also kind of just fast and maybe a little bit tanky. Haven't looked at him too much. Like 60,000, 3,600 defense, 265 speed. But yeah, I didn't take too much like here supersonic gear and stuff, so I wasn't really trying to like, I just went on the speed I needed, and also I gave him kind of War Master, and here like a counter attack that he get less damage and stuff, like nothing too crazy. And yeah, those are all the necessary champions. Of course, you can use something like a Geomancer on the end. That's what I did to go like, it was like 3 minutes then after all. Or I tried a Shamael, I tried them, I tried a Painkeeper, I tried the Cold Heart. There were many things that were just replaceable, and it's mostly like the Doom Priest and Apothecary place where you just replace whatever you want and you should be okay. Also, I tried a Newt, it was possible, but I just didn't felt like doing all the crazy champions and the obvious one. I just wanted to do something new, something crazy. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't, but I really do enjoy that it is possible to do everything just with epics or also rares in it, and that's really nice. Also, that will be the end of the video. Of course, hit that like button, it's my bread and butter. Subscribe if you haven't done already, I do crazy stuff all the time. And yeah, have a nice day.